Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's reading will be the September forecast for the Pisces Sun, Moon, Ascendant signs. I'll begin by aspecting the cards in a moment once I've pulled one for each week. To begin with week 1, the Five of Swords in reverse, week 2, the Tower, week 3, the Four of Pentacles, and week 4, the Nine of Pentacles. So week 1, the Five of Swords can indicate getting over a betrayal or getting over an argument. It's kind of like things are blowing over now, which is quite positive. The King of Wands, now that's good positive energy. That feels like you're taking leadership type of energy, Pisces, and I do feel like it's time for that. It might be you're taking control of the situation that was starting to get out of hand. I'm feeling like that for some of you. It's almost like a brave energy you have. The Seven of Swords again is leaving from betrayal, and it's also a reminder that we must keep some things to ourselves, be private. I know sometimes it's easy to open up to people, but that's how you open up to the wrong people. Pisces is very sensitive, and so I can easily see some of you have perhaps shared a little bit too much with someone. You also have Justice in reverse, so again it's being treated unfairly. I do feel like in week 1 you're going to be very aware of how poorly you've been treated by someone. The Queen of Wands can mean you're also feeling vulnerable, that your focus has been knocked from something, and it can also mean that your self-worth and your self-confidence has taken quite a big hit. You have there the King of Cups though, so I feel like for some of you there's emotional fulfillment. I feel like if you're in a relationship you're going to have a very happy time in week 1, you're going to be feeling very stable, but I do feel like there's an aspect, some particular aspect in your life, and I don't necessarily feel for all of you it's a romantic partner, but I do feel like someone has kind of sabotaged you and has been trying to do so, but I do feel like there's a sense of taking charge and almost being being prideful of it. The Six of Swords is learning when to let go. It's making a decision to perhaps cut someone off who is no longer very positive in your life. It can also be moving away from a job to a new opportunity. That type of energy, it's generally very positive. I'm feeling quite positive energies for you, Pisces. And you have there the Queen of Pentacles, someone who nurtures things that they receive in return. It's also someone who's very reliable, very stable. I feel like if you have a job that you're working well at it at the moment, I do feel like you're going to be gainful at it. I feel like you're putting, some of you have a family, I feel like you're going to be putting a lot of effort into that, and it's going to bring you a lot of reward. I do definitely feel like there's a lot of rewards and almost like a sense of growing up, of maturity from you, Pisces. You have expect powerful change, so I feel like these are going to bring you good results, this energy. And you have a fiery climax approaches, so if you are feeling like you need to take charge of something, that King of Wands energy, it's a sign here with the full moon in Aries that you need to take charge of this situation and really put your foot down if there is someone who's perhaps a bit of a traitor, or someone who has lied to you or used your words or used your ideas for their own benefit. I feel like you need to be the person who takes charge, and I definitely feel like you will, because you have a big change coming with the Tower in week 2. You have the Hierophant in reverse. Some of you could be seeking kind of a structure or a stability. It can also mean that you're looking for something that's unorthodox. We have the Hanged Panda in reverse. I feel like it's something you weren't necessarily prepared for this change. But I do feel like here when you have the Sun, it's going to bring you a lot of contentment and happiness. I do feel like change is something you need, Pisces. And the Emperor there, again, that's similar to the King of Wands energy. That's following your own rules. That's setting boundaries and structure. That's being reliable. That's kind of being in a charge position. You're in charge of your life, and you're almost responsible for other people as well. I feel like for some of you, if you have children, then again, some of you have a family, you're going to be nurturing, you're going to be embodying the Emperor's energy. But I feel like in general, it's going to be a month of you taking charge for your own benefit, because the star there is your vision, it's your dreams, it's your hope and your faith. And I feel like you need to take charge and do what makes you happy there. And I feel like this is a sign that you need to really get on with that, because at the moment you're not moving forward with that sense of stability, with those rewards. You're not moving forward in perhaps a steady manner. With that Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it can mean you're not in a stage of progression that you need to be, and you're very aware of this. You have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. That's a rebirth of ambition, of gainfulness. I do feel like anything you're working towards, you're going to start reaping the rewards. And you also have the new moon in Pisces, which is meditate and contemplate. There could be certain areas of your life you really need to think on before you make a decision. It can also be a time, really take it out for your mental health, your own well-being. Really take time to think things through. Take that time to literally meditate and clear your mind before you make decisions, because sometimes when there's a lot of change, it can cloud our judgment and we can end up making hasty decisions. This card is a warning against that. For week 3 you have the Four of Pentacles, which is saving resources, saving your money, planning your investments. But there I feel like there's a rigidity with you with the Temperance in reverse, like you're not willing to experiment maybe. But that can be fair. If you don't have the money or the resources to do it, then that's reasonable. But it can feel like you need to experiment, try and make one thing into another, start with a little bit of money and make it into something more, try that kind of thing. You have the Six of Wands in reverse, which can mean feeling knocked off your pedestal, or it can mean feeling like you've stepped away from the public eye as well. It could be that you want a week of downtime. You have the High Priestess in reverse. It's not listening to your intuition. I feel like if you want to reap a lot of benefits, then you're going to need to start listening to your intuition about what you want, because you aren't getting what you want from ignoring your own higher self, ignoring your own greater good. You have the Page of Wands there in reverse, and that can mean you're not going forward with the beginner's luck mentality. It can mean that you're kind of being too restrictive on yourself and closing yourself off creatively and passionately. It could also mean that you're not necessarily finding a motivational spark. Some of you, I feel like you could be very arty, or you're looking to make some sort of content online and you're kind of looking for inspiration. You feel a bit stuck with the Temperance in reverse. You have faith in your dreams. So some of you, it could simply be that you don't feel like you can gain from what you have or what you know already. The waxing crescent moon, is a moon that's building. You're in a stage of learning. You're gaining your skills and your growth. And I feel like that's very important to you. And that's something you need to remember in week 3. That not all rewards come immediately. You step out of your comfort zone. For some of you, I'm feeling like you really need to get out there and be more sociable. You really need to talk to other people and not necessarily be so afraid. Pisces can be a sign that becomes very withdrawn or kind of nervous and shy to really put themselves forward. This is something you need to learn to do, to achieve. Remember to embody that King of Wands energy and take charge and be very responsible. Because I feel like there's a part of you that wants that and that's ready for that. It's just making yourself do it. I apologise if I sound a bit hoarse. For the last week you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is good fortune, hard work and very well done investments. Again, I feel like if you've been planning an investment in the previous weeks, that will start to reap forward. You need to go forward. The Knight of Swords, all action, good talking, but not all talk and no action, and definitely not all just sitting around dreaming or thinking about things. You need to not necessarily consider everything. If this could upset someone in your life or someone doesn't want you to do it, you just need to go ahead and do it anyway. You have the Strength there, which is your personal strength, and it means to endure continuously. It's tenacity, and I feel like that's going to be very beneficial to you. The Ace of Cups in reverse could mean breaking free from an unhealthy emotional attachment to something, or it could mean for some of you you're going to be feeling a sense of unhappiness, but I feel here more it's kind of like breaking loose from something. You have the Six of Cups in reverse, which is unhappy memories, and the Three of Cups there is socialisation. Some of you, I really feel like you need to break free from the past and perhaps learn to forgive and maybe even make some new friends, get out and socialise and learn to trust people again. You do have the Ace of Wands there. Some of you, I feel like it's a lack of passion. It could be that you're not necessarily in a romantic relationship that you want to be in. Maybe you need something like that. Maybe you're looking for intimacy or a new creative spark. And I feel like you really need to get out. This is the proactive card here. It's being sociable. This could be getting out of your comfort zone, Pisces. You have Hold Your Vision, the Fixed Moon, which is keeping your eye on your dreams, on your goals. It's about patience as well. It's about keeping everything in your mind, knowing that it's not necessarily going to come straight away, but not taking your eye off it. You may need to focus on other things at the same time, but this is a good warning that there are plenty of things to come. You also have a time for healing. Now this is a time of recovery, of getting over the things that have hurt you in the past, and it's about time holding your vision, thinking carefully about the things that have held you back and what you can do to improve this in the future. It's also about forgiveness. I feel like if there's something that you're held back on, that now's the time, that final week will be the time when you start really working through it so you can start seeing results. Overall, I really feel like this month is going to hold a lot of opportunities for you, Pisces, and I really feel like it's going to be a month of you taking charge of your life. Even if there are a few ups and downs and you're feeling a little bit dispassionate at times, I feel like there's going to be plenty of opportunities for you. So if you enjoyed the reading, please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.